In this video, we'll be installing a Magnuson Supercharger onto an 80 series, a 97 Land Cruiser. It also applies to the LX 450, 96 to 97 year here in the United States. This is a brand new unit in the box for Magnuson Superchargers. This is the production year, 2015, and the part number from Magnuson. These are no longer made, so this is a new old stock considered, but it's brand new in the box. Customer brought it in for us to install. This is the 40th edition Land Cruiser, triple locked. Started doing a little bit of work under the hood to prep the unit for installation. Got rid of the battery box, got rid of the battery, the fan shroud, the fan belts, alternator belt. I was able to remove the harmonic balancer, the crank pulley you see down here at the bottom. We're gonna be servicing the seal as well as other seals in the vicinity. The harmonic balancer is going to be replaced, and we're doing that as preventative maintenance because those things are known at this age to start to fail. So if you take a look here on the floor, you can see the original unit on the left and the new unit on the right. What ends up happening is you have a rubber component here separating these two masses, and this rubber ring that goes all the way around eventually does crack. It does fatigue. Oil doesn't help, so if you have oil leaks, it's going to seep in there and destroy the rubber. And what ends up happening is this inner part is cranked down to the crankshaft. And this is a rotating mass. So your RPM essentially is the rate at this rotation. If that fails, this outer ring, and this thing weighs a lot. It's not light, probably like 10 or so pounds. That will get flung in your engine bay. So it will cause some damage. So replacing it is a smart move if you're servicing that area and you want to do a little preventative maintenance of your hard work that you've done under the hood. While we do this job, I'm going to be replacing the engine harness, the entire thing. Just to update it, there's a little bit of charring happening by the EGR valve. And I'll be servicing all the coolant lines, radiator lines, any hoses, anything associated with rubber that has aged. You could see the control valve for the heater. It is yellow. That is a indicator it's time to get replaced. So we'll replace all those hoses, all the ones over here, and we'll be installing the supercharger onto this motor that recently got worked on, so there's no reason to do any work there. And airbox is out, and the other part that we're going to be upgrading on this is anything that we have learned over time. I guess people have kind of updated and provided. You know, it's known this vehicle is not the best at cooling if it is not cared for. So that's why we're going to try to care for it by replacing any component that is associated with the cooling system, but we'll be also upgrading the fan clutch to a modified version that comes off of a diesel Land Cruiser. It's got an orange body instead of a blue, and the fan clutch was modified by a Land Tank. If you look them up, it's a business out of Boston area, and he modifies it and machines it so it could fit the water pump of the 80 series right down here. He needs to open it up so it could sit on there flush. And essentially what it does is it provides the correct spacing for the fan to sit in the shroud and provide airflow. There's a lot of discussions and research on that, and that seems to have been the best route. So that this vehicle will be getting that. And we'll be posting up more videos as we continue with the installation of the Magnuson Supercharger onto this Land Cruiser.